Hey guys, welcome back. It's Grimreaper coming at you for another video for Raid Shadows. Hopefully you're doing well and hopefully looking after yourself and have a positive start to the week. Damn, there's not a lot going on right now in Raidshadowlegends, which I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. The fusion's coming to the end of whatever's going on, and there is a lot going on for this summon event. There is quite some juicy rewards in here, which is quite tempting, but we're going to resist because I don't want to spend 60 sacreds, 20 sacreds and or 60 voids, right, for the mythical stuff. So anyway, we're not going to be doing a shard video today. We're going to be saving some shards for the turtle event. I'll recommend most people to do the same. I think the only shredder's worth going for, really, if you wanted to collect the full 6, to go for the mythical relic when you get them all right, and a badge as well. Anyway, we're going to do something different today. We're going to be building the duo Shayak, and etc. So I wanted to do this video because I wanted to kind of put my spin on it. I know there's a couple of content creators done that as well, but I really wanted to look at this guy today, THROATIPPER and Shayak for Arena and HYDRA. I think the best 3 areas that are going to be good on is going to be Classic Arena or 3 versus 3 Arena, maybe even Siege as well. I think they'll be good in faction wars for sure, especially for hard mode as well, and for HYDRA, right? So they're gonna be the main areas. Account like mine are not really gonna need it for Arena, if I'm being honest. But I guess if you're free to play or whatever, you don't have a lot of champions, it could be a very strong duo as a go second team. So we're gonna be building both from today. We'll put all the timestamps down below into this. I'm not gonna go over his kit and etc. I feel like we know what is what and what is good on his kit, etc. So we're going to go ahead and build him, and we're going to build Shayak on the video for Arena, and then we're going to build them for HYDRA content in today's video. It will be a bit of a long video, so you know, if you want to skip some parts, you can. Again, there'll be timestamps down below. We've got the optimizer here, so we'll be building out here. So let's go to both champions. I'm not too sure if Shayak's got gear and stuff. Again, I don't think they actually need a lot, and I think you could generally run both of them in all areas as well. So there's Shayak, and then we'll get the Throat Ripper or the Dog or the Hound, whatever you want to call it, as well. So I've already been very well behaved, and we've already got the free-to-play life. So we're going to do masteries aimed at Arena, and then I'll speak about why I've selected these for masteries. So we're going to come in with this. I don't want any accuracy on him whatsoever. He doesn't ignore shields, right? So he does ignore some stuff, like HYDRA stuff, like life barrier and stuff. But he doesn't ignore shields. So a lot of people do tend to run shield champions. So we'll take Shield Breaker. That's one of my favorite ones to really take. We'll take Ruthless Ambush, and then we'll take this one as well. Now I like Cycle of Violence because it has a large chance when they do so much damage to get a cooldown, which is great as well. And then we can come in for the usual duos here as well. And we're going to come in for a Hound Smasher. Let me just turn on the aircon because it's got a bit hotter in here in the last 2 minutes. And then I'm actually going to come in for the counter attack just in case like champions like Armads, etc. try to do crowd control to us, so we have a chance to counter attack. Could have took this one actually. This is the one I wanted to take, so we could have took that one instead of one of these ones, but it doesn't matter too much. For blessings for me for Arena, it's a lightning cage, especially for Go second team, which will what we will be showcasing today. I unfortunately can't really put a relic here because I haven't got no relic stuff, so we'll leave them relicless, I guess is the word, and then we're gonna go ahead and build him. So for here, we will build. It's gonna be here. We're gonna hit refresh to make sure he's got his masteries, etc. Pumping, and then we're gonna give him best. So we're gonna go to damage build. You're gonna go to start. Sorry, you're gonna go to damage build. You're gonna go to sets because I'm thinking HYDRA, and then you're gonna go for savage, and then we're gonna go for stone skin if we got it available, etc. I actually don't want any speed on him. I want him to keep stone skin as long as possible and then just counter attack, etc. Doesn't need any accuracy. we will throw here best gear on him for today, etc. I didn't do the 5-star because I didn't want to use him for arena, and I'm not really planning to use him on my Hydra teams, to be honest, because I have a Trunna team and I have a Titus team. So I didn't really feel like I needed to invest in it, and I would have had the 3-star from Stone. So yeah, so this will be our stats. We've got 328 KRO'KHAD damage with 8,600 attack, which is pretty reasonable for a 3-star blessing, right? Because we're missing the KRO'KHAD damage. Again, you could go something like Cat Gaze, or Cat Gaze would be the way to go. You can also go Necrosis as well, which would be a great Legend Relic. We can just go with this one as well as budget options. So that's his build done. And then we're going to build Shayak as well. So I apologize for getting his names wrong. It's my dyslexia. We're going to go survivability build. And we're going to run him around about 300 speed if we can. And then we're going to go for a 4-piece stone skin. He hasn't got a blessing, but if you did have a blessing available, you could go lightning cage. I wanted the stone skin and bolster, so you have to put the bolster in first, then stone skin, or it won't show bolster. You have to do it a certain ways, you see. So we'll come in with this, and we want 300 speed. We want it to be tanky as possible. And again, don't need any other stats. I don't think he's actually got any masteries. Let me just check. You see. So masteries. No, he has got masteries. Okay, so he's got masteries here. Let me see if we can reset them. All right, so he doesn't need any accuracy, really. We don't care for block buffs, so we'll comment down the survivability tree. For more HP, it doesn't really do any healing, so we'll avoid the healing side. And then we'll just come in for extra stuff. And then we're actually going to come in for extra HP. And then again, we just want to make him tanky as possible. This is how I would do my take on it for arena, right? So you can kind of see what I'm doing. I guess we'll take surplus defense as well. You could take bolt work if you can get a bit more survivability. And then I'll take wisdom battle because we're not going to have resistance. And then I would probably go with a bit more speed with spirit haste there as well. And then we'll see what we'll come in here for stone skin and bolster. Okay, so we've got some gear that's not oiled and fully rolled, but I think that just makes the video more juicy. And then very good stone skin ring, to be honest. Okay, he's there. So you can see what we want to do, and if a blessing, I would take lightning cage as well because of Empress, etc. Right? You want to protect yourself against that. Also strip champions as well, which is again the way to go. So I'm now going to put our arena team together, and we're going to make it work as well with arena team. We'll try and make the arena team free to play as friendly as we can. All right then, so here we go. I've gone with the Sung Kwong and UDK because the Sung Kwong and UDK does have really good synergy. I know a lot of you guys will probably have a UDK and Sung Kwong as well, especially if you're in game because they were available right through promo codes. Some very popular champions to gain. Still very powerful champions as well, of course, across the board. So this is what we want to see. So you can see here we have tons of survivability, etc. So he will do his shenanigans. We're gonna go once. Shayak has been locked out, which is fine. You could build Shayak with some resistance. I don't think that's a bad thing. And again, we'll see the counter attack here. We did lose our stone skin to something, not too sure what it was. And then we have our abilities as well. So we can see we're coming in doing some good damage. And obviously if Mr. Sung Wong dies, then we don't have to worry too much because he'll self-revive as well, which is going to be really good. So I think these have a really strong synergy. You can see here KRO'KHAD coming in at 300 and 41,000. I actually did a takeover last night on stream with these available. We have Taurus and Marishka. Bear in mind it's only Taurus and Marishka. Let's see what we can do, right? We have the UDK to soak up the damage every time KRO'KHAD counters attack, so that's going to offer us a bit more survivability. We also have the bolster set to protect the stove skin as well on the UDK, so we're going to do the fill. I guess we'll try and do the strip right, but it's probably not going to work. And he should be, yeah, I'd say he should be faster than my KRO'KHAD, to be honest. So again, we do take some damage there, which is fine. We can do the A1 for Marishka, 105k, nice. Again, UDK protect us quite well, that's what we want to see. And then obviously he's going to have his shenanigans, then we're going to have extra heals, etc. And if KRO'KHAD does die, you've got Mr. Sungwon to, you know, offer a bit more support as well, which is again what you want to see overall. So you can see here, very good AI as well, so he knows to do his A2 over A1. And again, very strong team. We have Harima here with Bomb Champion. To be honest, Bomb Champion's probably not a good idea to play around with because we've got no immunity. So I will say that's probably not a good idea. I feel like we can win this one as well, which is going to work really, really well. Let's try this. So we're on auto. They take all their turns, which is great. Someone does die. But that's fine. I don't know why he did his A1 actually. That's a really weird. Shryak did really weird there. But again, you can see here, counterattacks, counterattacks. Fortunately, he's a bit squishy, which is bad news. Marishka does go down. And then someone's going to do his shenanigans, which he did his O2 there, but that's fine. You can obviously set up better presets as well. I haven't got no preset spaces, so we're working our way well. We're at the top end of Arena, by the way, and we're not at the bottom end of Arena. Obviously, we're not taking on mythicals, etc. We can have a go against this team. We have Empress, which is like the main team that we should be worried about. But again, very powerful duo across the board. I actually really like them for Arena. So let's see what we can do here. Obviously, they're going to go first. It's a speed team. That's perfectly fine. We've got plenty of protection. He did get a little bit lucky. Because obviously we had our stuff to protect us, right? So like lightning cage, etc. So he actually got quite a bit of good RNG there. We might have still been able to win it, but Empress is as a champion I'd avoid with very second if you haven't got tons of lightning cage, to be honest. Taurus and Marishka there. So look, we have a Marius here, which again Marius would be super dangerous. To be honest, we might be able to beat Marius. Maybe. No Empress team there as well. Let's try Empress again. We have got Narcissus as well for the Taurus Marishka. I've also got no idea as well for like a type of go second team with him as well. Just to add a bit of extra if we wanted a reviver, which I'll show you in a second. Again, no champion that most of us can access because it's not free to play champion because they're epic void. But again, he doesn't open up with the correct skills. That's fine. We can counter attack after it's gone down. Or bring some Termite in. You can also do the cleanse as well. Do the A3. That's fine. Let's go do his shenanigans. We take some damage. We do the A1 here. 252k on A1. Bear in mind, no relic as well, right? Quite a chunky heal. And then we'll see what is what here. And then we clean up again. Yeah, not the most craziest teams, but you can definitely farm like most Gold 5 teams, which is what we want to showcase. This is no team that you want to use for pushing Platinum Arena, for example, right? Where you're farming mythicals. You can probably beat some mythicals for sure. I mean, we can have a go at this one, right? Again, it depends on how Empress is set up, because if Empress does the cleanse, also facing Strip Champion as well, and then you're facing one of the hardest hitters, probably the hardest hitter in PvP, as well, with Sigford, which is UDK is great for, right? Large amount of pinpoint coming through. You can see there he sets off his stuff already, which is great. You can see some counter attacks coming in. He does get freezed, unfortunately, which, you know, is what it is. We can try and play that. We don't get it. We did soak up a lot of damage there from Sigford, which is great to see. We'll try and play that. He's gone down. She's gone down. And you can see here, with a strong synergy with all of the champions, that we've done quite well, right? It's not a weak team, and we got the job done, right? Okay, the presets are not set up correctly, but that's not really my problem. That's his problem. Oh, I mean, this is a perfect team here. Double Rotus. I mean, Double Rotus screams UDK, right? In all fairness. So again, we'll play against this team, and then we'll swap up the team a little bit. Let them do their shenanigans. I think we should be fine against Carnage, to be honest. We can play the taunt this time. It might be better to play the taunt, to be honest. Okay, he does get lockout on us, which is a bit odd. That's fine. We can do the E1 there. And then we can do this ability. One roast drops really nicely. And obviously, the Rotus can't do anything, right? We got more shields. We still got bolster on us as well on some champions. Then they all go down and die. And then we just do this ability here. And then they're all gone. I think the animations are really, really sick as well. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at the next team. So this team, again, bombs, not a good idea, because bombs will just, well, they do bombs, right? So see if we can find another reasonable team here. We can see we can attack. Let's try this one. Let's drop the Sun Wong, and then we're going to use Kariao. So Kariao's got about 800 resistance. Oh, sorry, 900 resistance overall. So again, really, really strong. And we can use her as a revive, right? She's a really strong reviver and offers a lot of value. You can use other nukers as well. It's probably not the best way of using her, but we might be able to resist. We resist a lockout there nicely from Fabian. You can also see we've got plenty of stone skin. So again, if the dog does go down, which he does, which was what I was kind of hoping for, we have the option of reviving him, which is going to be our lady here. It's going to give him free turn meter. Again, you can replace UDK as well as with another nuker as well. And then you could go someone like Rotus or something, depending on whatever champions you got. But you can see what we want to try and do here. I'm really high up at the arena, so it's really hard to kind of show you what I want to do. So there's also that as well that you can do. I feel like that's also a very strong strategy. You can also probably use someone with that as well. Let me see. If we've got any more defenses that we can really play around. We're looking for a speed defense, really, because I know that we can kind of counter that pretty easily. Okay, so we have a Python here with Alice, so let's drop UDK. Let's bring in our Sun Wong as well. So you can see here, we've got double nuke. If both of them die, we can revive them both with full 10 meter. Alice is a fully one because obviously Alice has the lockout. Okay, we'll let them do their shenanigans. Okay, we can do some. Let me save that ability. Okay, we don't really get lucky at all. We get locked out. That's fine. We don't mind if we get locked out too much. Again, you can see here we do lose our stone skin. I'm not too sure. Oh, because of Ambrosia. I was about to say I don't know where the stone skin went, but that's fine. All the hits will go into him. We'll comment like this. We'll go again. Alice. Again, lockout doesn't really matter against Mr. Thingy. He does this revive, which is great. I'm hoping we can get extra turn. No, okay. We'll bring some Termita in for our champions. Again, we haven't used her revive. We've still got bolster on her as well to help with survivability. And we can do some work here. Probably make this the last arena fight. We'll take her out. Oh, okay. Let me A1 here. No, okay, it doesn't get cleansed. We can do a heal though. Oh no, we can't. I thought the heal was ready, but I've already used it. So let me do the A1 here. I do have a 9-piece Merciless on the Song Wong. I will show you the Song Wong build in a second. We'll go like that again. He's got decreased attack on him. Again, we've got the revive to protect us. And then you can see here, we're really lucky with the 9-piece Merciless, propped at the right time, and then bottom and T. So let me show you all of the arena builds then. So in case you want to try and copy it in some sense, I did drop a video earlier, yesterday actually, with like Song Wong and UDK, which is a bit more friendly for free-to-play builds, because my account's a bit in-game. It's kind of hard to do free-to-play stuff, right? So Song Wong is coming in at 260 speed, 300 and some critical damage, 7,800 attack. Again, if you can't get these stats, 6-piece Merciless works very well on him. I don't think he really needs Stone Skin on Song Wong, for being honest. I think it's waste of a Stone Skin. And if you have got a decent Merciless set, I think he's a great champion for Merciless for sure. So make sure you do that. It helps the surplus damage. You've seen the masteries already from KRO'KHAD, right? So you don't need to see that too much. Obviously, we have no relic. You can see the stats on here as well. And then you've got the Shayak, which again is in bolster and stone skin. I think that if you can just go bolster, that's fine. If you don't have bolster and then go shields, you can go shield stone skin as well, which is going to be quite useful. But bolster is a lot better than shield, of course. You can also maybe stack a weak bolster set with the stuff that you can summon for free, like through the free-to-play side of the passes, and then stack a shield set as well. That also works as well. So just bear that in mind. You could bring someone in like a UDK and a 4-piece stone skin and shield set to kind of increase the bolster there. Then we obviously have her build coming in at 900 resistance, 700 plus. The higher you go in arena, the more the resistance you want. Ideally, more reaction if you can, but we've actually got Aspect of Seeroth. So again, I don't worry about reaction because of the Aspect of Seeroth, which is quite solid on her. And then we've got Chainbreaker in case you just get CC'd. And then these are the masteries on her as well. And then the UDK build, right? This UDK build is probably around about 2 years old. Really need to update it when I get a chance. Again, Aspect of Seeroth as well. People say Aspect of Seeroth is not as good as one. It is not. And then, like, say you need like 1 or 2. But honestly, I've been able to find a number of champions where Aspect of Seeroth has fit my account really well. And I only have 5-1, so I can't put 1 on everything just yet. So you can see here again, 895 resistance, 6,000 defense. To be honest, the defense is way too high compared to the HP. You want defense around about 4,000, pushing up their HP as high as possible, right? So the pieces that have defense should have like HP percentage on, if we're being very, very picky overall. So let me go ahead, get them ready for getting ready for HYDRA, and then I'll build a HYDRA team, etc. And then we'll showcase it there as well. All right, then, so we're going to build Shayak for HYDRA, and we'll also build KRO'KHAD as well for HYDRA, right? So We're just going to reset this so we make sure we get everything correct. Again, we're going to go to survivability build, and then we're actually going to put in HYDRA here because we do have a maxed out great haul, so we do want to make sure we calculate this in properly. For accuracy, he doesn't need any accuracy, right? Actually, sorry, he does need accuracy. My mistake, he has hex when he gets hit. Resistance, we want 500, so we're going to take him into Nightmare. So Nightmare and Brutal, 500 resistance. The reason why we want him to have resistance is because have the most buffs, so he's going to trap the DK and try and stop him from stealing buffs, which will make us smoother teams, less RNG and more smoother. Obviously, there's still some available. We have 400 accuracy, and I actually want him to be fast as possible. The reason why I want him fast as possible because he just give a tummy to increase for the whole team, which is amazing. And I want him to take as many turns as possible with KRO'KHAD, so KRO'KHAD counterattacks on E1. So hopefully that kind of makes sense why we want him so fast. So we're going to aim for 300. And again, we want him to take as many turns as possible. So we're actually going to use Relentless. Now, Relentless is probably not a most amazing set for HYDRA because of the turn limits. But again, we want KRO'KHAD to have as many turns as possible. And then because we're using Relentless, we now want to use another set, which is going to give some cooldown reduction as well. So we're going to actually go for Impulse as well, and I think that is the way to go for that. And we're going to try to ideally get a really solid build. Now, obviously, if you don't have Impulse, don't worry about too much. It's a 2-piece set. You can probably use like 4-piece Merciless, etc. As well. So that's all the ways. Because I want him to do his A3 as much as possible, right? So that's what we're kind of thinking, the way we are thinking. And again, for the Blessing, if you have one, which I don't, you're going to run Lightning Cage because it acts like a buff. And because it acts like a buff, it's going to be really useful overall as well. So that'll be something you want to take into consideration. And then this is going to work pretty nice as well. So we're going to go ahead and quit that not onto Mikey, onto Shayak. So yeah, it's gone on pretty nicely. And then we're going to build Mr. KRO'KHAD as well. So we're going to change his masteries to be a bit more HYDRA focused. So I actually want to go in with some accuracy this time. Not with accuracy. I want the Master Hexer, sorry, for this ability here. Because he doesn't actually need accuracy here if Shayak is on the team. I keep forgetting about that. So I'm going to take Master Hexer here. You could go counterattack counterattack as well if you wanted, but you could definitely do all this as well. But this is going to be really useful for the weekend. And then we're going to go with critical rate. So for damage for Chimera, I'm going to take Life Drinker because I take Life Drinker at any DPS champion when it comes, especially when it's tap based for HYDRA. So we're going to come in for Mythico, and then we're going to come in for Helm Smasher, and then we're going to come in for Killstake. Now for the Blessing, we're going to come in with Natural Wrath, because again, he's doing debuff, so he'll get quite a bit of damage from that. And then I will spend a little bit of this because we do get some more today, which I forgot about. Take this off Thunder. It's only 160, so it's not too bad. And then do that as well. I've only got one on my account, unfortunately, which is a little bit annoying because I need a couple, but you know, hey ho, right? Okay, so let's go. Let's see the way that I'd build him. Now we're gonna build him slightly different. Again, we're gonna go for damage build. We want him to be reasonable, so we change the masteries there. And again, we want to bring in our HYDRA stuff, so we'll come in with this. And then we don't want him to do, and we don't need any accuracy. I don't want him to be super slow, right? Because I want him to take turns. So we're going to aim for about, I'm going to say we're aiming for about 250. And then you could go Savage or Lethal or Instinct. Slayer doesn't work on his kit, right? Because his attacks counter single attacks on E1, so Slayer is no good. So I'm going to go for a 9-piece Merciless if we've got one. I'm pretty sure I have a 9-piece already in Demon Sworn for my mythical orc. I can't remember her name. So we got 8,600 attack, and we have 329 critical damage, 49 critical damage. Jesus Christ, I can't talk today. And you can see here, now we're only missing a bit of stats here. That's fine, we don't want to worry about anything else. It's actually a HP ring, which is a little bit disappointing to see, but it is what it is. So we've got a 3-star blessing. Again, you guys probably got the 5-star, which is going to be better results. So I'm going to go ahead and build a team now for HYDRA, and we'll see the results at the end, right? All right then, so this is a team that we're going to do. I actually, I've tried to put a team together as free to play as possible. Obviously, Duchess is not free to play. I understand that, but Duchess is going to bring the Veils, right, and increase attack. Closest to replacements of Duchess would be Sammy to deal with the True Fears, and Retro Draft to bring the Veils. So one of the two would be the best options as well when we're talking about free to play. And then obviously we have Shayak in here. We have Mad Hatter, which is going to bring like extra turn meter increase. He's going to bring the ally attack on the E2, as well as bring weaken and hex, even if the dog does bring that. Then we obviously have Hugo with defense down and block boss, because we're going to open up with the A2 on Shayak with the buffs on him, so he can get targeted by DK. And then obviously we have the dog, and we have Maris, which is a login champion. I actually removed the critical damage gloves from Maris because he's a 9p slayer. So I've nerfed him a little bit compared to that, because he should do more damage than KRO'KHAD for sure. And obviously I want KRO'KHAD to have the highest critical damage, so he joins in with Mad Hatter as well. So we're going to run it on auto first of all, just so you can kind of see what we want. Obviously we tried using in-game sets, so we have 9-piece protection on Duchess. We have 9-piece protection on Duchess. We have 9-piece Ferald on Mad Hatter to increase his damage. So we wanted to try and increase the damage as much as possible, which is probably the way to go. You can see here, turn 1, 5.8 million damage. I think is quite actually pretty solid. There isn't no cruelty in the team, so that's something you could look at changing as well. And you can just see here, we're going to counter-attack as much as possible. I do have Cruelty 3-star, but again, not great. Mad Hatter I use in Faction Wars, so he has Brimstone for that, which is not great for HYDRA, but it is what it is. So we let them do the things. You can see here, we want Shayak to have the most buffs on him. So again, he's doing his shenanigans. You actually want Shayak to be, could go in 9-piece protection as well to increase the damage, but again, we've gone with the build to try and give him extra turns. So we turn 6, boss turn 6, we have 10 million damage, which is fantastic. You can see it's very auto friendly, which is great. Just Maris really with no veils other than Duchess. And yeah, this is going to be really, really strong, right? Really strong team. And kind of accessible in some sense, as long as you did the fusions. And then pop, pop, pop. Gotta love Maris as well. So yeah, really, really, really good. I don't know if Maris and Shayak work really well together. That's something you guys would have to test. So you can see there that that is going to be the damage. I don't want to keep this key, really. So again, comparing, actually, KRO'KHAD actually did more damage to Marius, which is quite surprising. I guess, well, he is missing critical damage gloves, and he's up crit capped, right? So we did take a bit away from him. So let me do a quick battle here before I'll show you the rest of the team champions and speeds, etc. Before we wrap up the video for today. We'll do one quick battle, ideally lasting to 1,000 turns. This is Nightmare, right? So again, it's going to be quite strong as a team. And then we'll see where we can get. Okay, 768 coming in from that is massive. And KRO'KHAD did 3 times more damage than that. That is pretty nutty. 3 billion damage on Nightmare when you're not using Trundle, Titus, etc. That is very, very solid. Honestly, I'm really, really surprised, to be honest, a little bit by this. This is great. Even with my gear, that we used. We did use really strong gear on him. Anyway, that's what you can kind of see there. Let me discard his key, and then I will show you guys all the gear for this team, right? Again, we spoke about, why did I not go to my recent used champions? Again, you can kind of do as you need. So let me show you all the champions. I actually might have to think about consider using him in my hard team, to be fair, after seeing that. All right, so Duchess. Let me give you the bonuses. Duchess is coming in with really, really usable HP, defense, speed. For it, speed needs to be, she just needs to be the fastest, right? And then good resistance overboard. This is a bit of overkill, but 9-piece protection to increase the damage for our friend. That's a good way to go for that. Let me show you Mad Hatter. So Mad Hatter again is in a very endgame build, because this is an endgame account. He's in 9-piece Feral, right, with again really decent survivability stats and speed, and then etc. You could drop a little bit of survivability, go 100% quick rate, but we was testing this build for other shenanigans. And then this is what you can see there. Then we have Hugo, which was in a faction war build. So again, relentless. Again, probably not best bet to go relentless on her because you don't want to take too many turns, but it's fine. I kind of just throw her in the gear that she had, right? Across the board. No relic, cruelty, masteries. Who else is in the team? Marius. Again. These are his masteries for arena. Soul Reap, Push and Ram, Sugar Cat Gaze. And then obviously I took the gloves off him, right? So, you know, he's missing like 80 critical damage in his 9-piece Slayer. I normally run him in Merciless, but I also have a Slayer preset as well for when I did the video comparing him in Merciless and Slayer, right? That's on the channel somewhere. And then obviously you can see Shayak's build again, which I think did quite fairly well. I was really happy with the results. You guys should be as well. So yeah, pretty solid, right? Again, you can go 9-piece protection as well if you really want. And they're probably better masteries, to be fair. You can probably go a bit better masteries on that, like Master Hex and stuff. And then we can also go with, oh yeah, the start of the show, right? What else spell his name? You guys are probably screaming at the channel right now. How to spell his name? 9-piece Merciless coming in. They got 250 speed, really good critical damage, accuracy not really needed. I don't know if the mastery is correct. Maybe you should go a counter attack potentially. Again, you need this relic to make him really pop, and then this is the way to go there. And I guess that's about it, right? That is all the champions on screen, right? I'm really happy with this. I think it's a really solid team, and I think you guys will be really happy with this. So yeah, anyway, let me know down in the comments. Do you like the team? Do you like him? Are you using him in HYDRA as well? I think he's definitely going to be used in HYDRA on my account now. And take it from there. As usual, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this. I know it's been a long video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I've been Grim. I'll see you next one. Take care and peace.